from Avant Healthcare Professionals, and today I am joining you from the center of our recruitment department here at Avant, and we are going to be hosting a live hiring event for the next hour. So if you want to live and work in the U.S. as a nurse here, we would love to talk to you. Please fill out the short application below. It's just a few questions and will only take a few minutes, and our recruitment team is standing by and will give you a call if your experience looks to meet our program requirements. So go ahead, take a second or two, fill out that application below and submit it, and our team's going to be in touch to see if we can get you pre-qualified to jumpstart the recruitment process here at Avant Healthcare Professionals. Now, if you're not too familiar with who Avant is, I'd love to talk to you a little bit more about that. Avant is a recruitment agency that focuses on assisting international nurses who have a goal of living and working in the U.S. And we have been assisting healthcare professionals for the last 18 or so years. We offer long-term contract employment. We are not a travel agency, so you don't have to worry about us moving you around from place to place. And we have clients in about 42 different states here in the U.S. Most of our clients are large hospital facilities, and you don't ever have to worry about us charging you money for the support or the guidance that we provide. We provide a lot of support for you from the time that you join the program, preparing you to work as a nurse here in the U.S., preparing you for life here as a person in the U.S., and we continue that support throughout the entire time that you are employed with Avant on contract. We're not going to charge you money for that. So if you are interested in applying for Avant, but you're not quite sure what kind of experience we're looking for, I can talk to you a little bit more about that. You do need to be currently working as a registered nurse. That is one of our very important program requirements. So you need to be currently working as a registered nurse. We look for you to be gaining that experience in a hospital setting. Your hospital should have about 80 or more beds, but if your hospital has a bit less than that, don't let that stop you. Feel free to apply. Our team can review and see if they can make an exception for that. And the hospital that you're working at should be secondary or tertiary level. Now the unit, that's important too. We want to make sure that the unit you're working in is a good match for the clients and the openings that they have available. We are looking for adult settings, and it needs to be an acute care inpatient setting as well. So units like medical surgical, we have tons of openings for medical surgical nurses. Same with ICU, HDU, telemetry, orthopedics, neuro, OR, ER. We have so many openings for these types of settings here in the U.S. with our clients, and we would love to fill you and get you your dream job here in the U.S. in that type of setting. So another requirement that we have is that you do need to be hands-on with the patients that you're currently taking care of. So at your job, you do need to be a bedside nurse, and you should be working full-time, which is about 36 hours per week or more. So if it sounds like you are working in a position that meets those requirements, go ahead, take a second, apply now so we can get on the phone with you and start your process for becoming a USRN with Avant Healthcare. Now, once you are hired by Avant Healthcare, we provide a full Nclex review for you. And that's one of the very first things that happen. So as you can see, I have a special guest here today. This is Tracy, and you might remember her from the Facebook Live that we did earlier this year. Tracy, can you take a few moments to tell everyone watching about the amazing Nclex review program that we provide?
I would love to, Sarah. Thank you. So the Avant Nclex program is around 7 months long. We also provide you with online education, proprietary content for phase 1, and then we move you onto our testing platforms for our phase 2 program, which really readies you for the Nclex itself. So lots of foundational knowledge that we review that maybe you haven't done since nursing school, or maybe a long time. Anyway, we review that, and then we really prep you with one-on-one coaching with MSN educated instructors. We also have coordinators that follow you, nag you with love to get your work done on time, just to keep you on track and keep you motivated, ready to test when you're supposed to test. So it's a really in-depth program, thorough, totally everything you need to be successful in the exam. You don't need anything else except the Avant program. That's it, Sarah.
Awesome, Tracy. Thank you so much. Now, this may be a familiar face, not just from the webinar, but Tracy makes incredible content pretty regularly for the nurses not even on our program, but for our Facebook and our social media. She's made tips for passing the Nclex. So if you're a nurse that wants to pass the Nclex on the first try, be sure to join us on social media on a regular basis. Look out for her tips. But in case you've missed them, we have an example of one of Tracy's Nclex tips today we're going to share with you right now. So stay tuned.
Hi everybody, Tracy again from the Nclex Review. My tip for you this week is to learn your strategies. As you know, there are strategies and decision trees for most Nclex questions. So when you're faced with them, if you know the strategies, it makes life very easy. Don't forget the strategies when you're looking at the questions. Remember, if it's a prioritization question, straight away you're going to think about the airway first. ABCs first. If it's not ABCs applicable, maybe it's Maslow's hierarchy of needs that you have to look at. Or how stable or unstable is this patient? Who's going to have the worst deterioration if you don't see them first? And if it's none of those, what part of the nursing process does this question address? Do you need to do an assessment or do you need to take some action? Make sure you use those strategies to be successful on the Nclex. That's it from me for today. Bye!
Now, in addition to providing an amazing Nclex review, Avant actually pays for you to take the Nclex exam as well. And if you don't live near a testing center, Avant is going to pay for your hotel and your flight when it's time for you to take the exam. And we also assist you with the licensure process while you're in the Nclex review. So if you want to be a passer of the Nclex on the first time, go ahead and click the link below, apply now, and we'll determine if we can actually have you join our Nclex review. Now, I do have another special guest here today. This is Anna, and Anna has been a part of the Avant team for some time now. So she's going to talk a little bit about her experience working at Avant and who she is. So Anna, say hello, hi.
Hello everyone, good morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Anna, as she said. I've been here with Avant for almost 3 years now. But yeah, that's my quick story.
Awesome. Now, Anna, why don't you tell everyone watching what you love the most about Avant? There's a lot to love, I'll be honest, but pick some of the things that really
Worked around the world, which is really special to me because I think everyone has their own stories, everyone has their own cultures, backgrounds, and everything that makes them special. And as cliche as learn that by being able to talk to so many different nurses. Being I love Avant, our mission, and how we can change lives.
I'm with you, Anna. I'm with you. Now,
and things like that, but be honest. Our goal is really to find the best fit for you here in the U.S. with our clients, and we can only do that if we know the real you. So my number one piece of advice is be genuine, have integrity, be honest, and show us who you are.
Awesome. Well, Anna, thank you for your time. It was a pleasure to have you meet the people watching today. We're actually going to go check out behind me and meet some of the other recruitment team members that we have here. So let's go. Come on. This is Laura. She's on the call with a nurse right now who's saying yes to their dreams. Go, Laura. Go, Laura. Come on. This is Livia. Livia's on the call right now, so we'll try and keep it down. Sounds like it's going good so far. Go, Livia. Me and Crystal.
Hi.
Say hi, Crystal. Crystal, very cool. All right, and we have Ricky. Go, Ricky's on the call. So our recruiters are busy taking calls right now, but let's go ahead and head on back. These are some of the friendly, amazing faces that are here to take your call right now. So if you want to get on the phone with some of our team, go ahead and take a moment to fill out the application. There's really just a few questions that are really important for us to have up front, and our team is standing by right now. They're going to review what you submit right away and determine if they can give you a call. So make sure you're paying attention to your phones, you have your ringer on loud, check your emails, make sure you're available for this next period of time so our team can contact you as soon as possible. Now let's talk a little bit more about the process. You heard from Tracy, you know about the Nclex. Once you actually pass the Nclex, that's when we're going to file your green card. And the green card will provide permanent residency for you. That means you can live and work in the U.S. And the best thing about the U.S. and the green card is that you can bring your family. So if you have a spouse or if you have children that are under the age of 21 before entry to the U.S., they can join you here and live and work here with you in the U.S. And Avant is going to pay for your green card fees, and we can assist with the processing and the paperwork for your family members. So that's huge, and that's something that is so special about the U.S. because it's not like that in every other country. And while you are waiting for your green card to process, we provide a clinical preparation program. And that is going to bridge the gap between the international nursing experience that you have versus what you're going to be doing here in the U.S. And you may have seen Delissa's interview recently on Facebook Live. She is a part of our clinical preparation program. So if you watched that video when it was live, or if you can go on our Facebook and look at it now, that is one of the instructors that we have here to prepare you for the clinical differences here in the U.S. So we are about halfway through our live hiring event today. So if you have been watching, you've been thinking about applying, now is your chance. Go ahead and take a moment to fill out the short application that you can find below. Our team is still standing by, ready to give you a call. So go ahead and do that so we can jumpstart your process with Avant Healthcare. But let's continue talking a little bit about what you can expect once you're on the program. So once your visa is actually approved and you're ready to come to the U.S., Avant is going to pay for your flight and bring you to train with us in person for a 5-week clinical and cultural transitions program. And as you can see, I have another special guest joining me today. This is Mary, and she's a part of our incredible cultural transitions program, and she's going to tell you what you can expect during that program. Take it away.
Oh, well, thank you. It's nice to see you all out there. My name is Mary. I am a cultural transition specialist here at Avant, and I've met hundreds of HCPs such as yourself that have come through the program, become friends with many of them, and we keep in touch throughout, even after they are on assignment. So I look forward to meeting many of you when you get here. But I'd like to spend a few moments to tell you about the portion of the program that is the cultural transitions. So you'll be attending many different classes to help you get prepared for your transition to your assignment. We have a budgeting class, which is followed up with a one-on-one with your assigned cultural transition specialist. So those one-on-ones are very special. You become friends with your transition specialist because you're sharing a lot of personal information that we're here to help and assist you get through the transition. Because you're going to learn a lot of things that we do here in this country that you might not be aware of to help you get acclimated here as well. We have a class on vehicle purchase, so everyone needs to get a car to get to work. You'll find that in most cities here in our country don't have mass transit like you might be accustomed to. So most of our nurses need to buy a car, and we teach you how to do that as well. You'll also have a class on your meet and greet and your transition trip expectations. So that's the fun week after you finish the program here where you actually go on your trip to your new assignment, and you will have with you an Avant transition specialist that will help you get settled in your apartment, buy your car, and do all those things right before you start your assignment. And also, we have the driving program here with our driving partner. And so you'll have lectures on how to drive here in the United States, what do all the road signs mean and the rules, and then you'll have your driving lessons, one-on-one lessons with the driving instructor so that you can be prepared to take the driving exam, and the goal is that you get that driver's license before you depart to your assignment. You know, a lot of our nurses come here and it's a big change for them.
Sure.
And so we walk them through that and how to adapt to that. So I've met hundreds of nurses so far through the program, and like I said, I've become friends with many of them. It's super exciting to watch them grow through the program and get ready to go to their assignment and to hear from them. One of my favorite things every day is if I get a random text or email from a nurse that's on assignment just to say hi. It really is nice to see how they flourish and they're growing and they learn and they're doing great.
Yeah, awesome. Well, Mary, thank you so much for taking the time to explain more about the Cultural Transitions program. It truly is one of a kind, something very special about Avant. But that's not all the support you're going to get once you come to the U.S. So that's a portion of the transitions program. The other portion is about the clinical transitions program and how we prepare you for that. So let's talk a little bit more about that. This clinical portion of the transitions program is about 3 weeks long. And while you're here doing that, you're going to work a lot with our nurse instructors in the skills lab that we have in our corporate office, so you can get hands-on experience before you actually have to start practicing as a nurse here in the US. We also have you attend lectures with our skill instructors, so you have the chance to sit down in a classroom setting and absorb that knowledge as well without having to practice it hands-on. Our transitions program is truly one of a kind and is the reason so many nurses choose to be a part of the Avant family. Our support begins the moment you apply and are hired and continues through the entire term of employment that you have with Avant Healthcare. We are truly always only a phone call, email, or text message away. And right now, our recruitment team is just a phone call away. So be sure to fill out the application below, hit submit, and our recruitment team can give you a call right now to start your process. So as you can see, I do have another special guest here. This is our last guest of the day, and this is Ricky. He's a part of the amazing Avant staff, and he has his own U.S. journey that he wants to share with you today.
Absolutely. So as Sarah said, my name is Ricky. I had the honor of living in 7 countries. I was born in Venezuela. I lived in El Salvador. I lived in 3 different cities in Mexico. I lived in Colombia, then moved to Ecuador, then moved to the US. I lived in Europe for a little bit as well. So I kind of moved around a lot, and I always wished I had a company like Avant to assist me in the process of adapting, assist me on the technical side of setting up everything you need to live in a new country. And my experience is not at all similar to an Avant nurse experience. Avant supports you in every single little step of the process, from passing the Nclex, from English exams, licensure, immigration, but the support does not end there. We also have a cultural and clinical transitions program, and that's really what's going to make you feel comfortable and confident of working and living in this country. We have lectures about every single topic that you can think of, from budgeting, buying a car, enrolling your kids in school, where to buy furniture. All of that is part of it, and that's extremely valuable information when you're looking to relocate to a new country. Avant provides all of that support and more. We're super excited to be in this event, and we're completely ready to talk to you, check out your experience, and if you do qualify for Avant, you'll start meeting the amazing employees we have here that are extremely passionate about seeing you and your family succeed in the U.S. So thank you for being here. Thank you for thinking outside of the box. We cannot wait to speak with you all.
And you are one of those amazing employees, and I know you have nurses that are on hold right now waiting to talk to you. He just took a minute away from his desk to come and meet with us and introduce a little bit about his story. So Ricky, I'm going to let you get back to the nurses that you have waiting. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck on your next call.
Thank you. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.
So this has truly been an amazing time. I've overheard some pretty cool conversations as I've been sitting here and reporting, and it's really cool to hear bits and pieces of the conversations that our recruiters get to have with the nurses, with you when you apply. That's something that I know as a recruiter I loved so much, is to getting to understand your story, learn about the hospital you work in, learn about what motivates you to come to the U.S. Are you doing this for professional growth? Is this so you can advance your career and go back to school later on in the U.S.? Do you want to be a nurse practitioner one day? Are you doing this for your family? Are you doing this because you are seeking a new adventure? There's so many cool stories that we get to hear in the recruitment department, and we absolutely hope to hear yours. And, our program is pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. You've heard a little bit about it, but we don't just want to tell you about it. We absolutely want to show you it. We want you to be a part of it. So go ahead and fill out the application. Apply now so you can join the Avant family. Now, if you have filled out the application for this live event, it is an abbreviated application, much shorter than our normal application. But if you haven't gotten a call yet, do not stress. Trust me when I say our team is going to stand by. Even throughout the day, we're going to be responding to any of the applications that we didn't have a chance to get during this event. So please know we are going to contact you shortly. Your application and you are so important to us here at Avant Healthcare. And if you're watching this, maybe after this event has finished, maybe you were working, you had a long shift, you missed a chance to attend the live event, don't worry. You can always visit our website, avanthealthcare.com, and you can fill out the normal application. And this same amazing, passionate recruitment team is going to be here to help you. So if you missed the chance to apply and have an interview right on the spot right now during this event, please don't stress. Our recruitment team has got your back. You just need to visit our regular website, fill out the normal application, and our team's going to review and get in touch with you as soon as possible to talk about the next steps for your process with Avant Healthcare. We truly appreciate you joining us today. We know that life is busy right now, especially, so the fact that you took time to come be with us, meet some of our recruitment team, meet people from the Nclex program and the Cultural Transitions program, we loved having you. And I know my team was so excited to be a part of this event, and we want to talk to you. So like I said, if you haven't had a chance to fill out the application before or during this event, if you're filling it out after on the regular website, it's all good. We are going to be here to support you regardless. And we hope to have a chance to talk to you and hopefully see you here in person in Orlando, Florida at the corporate office. Thank you so much again for your time. Hope to see you later. Bye-bye.